So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming in. And as you can see here, I have a few watches here that I've just added to my collection. I've had Casio before. I had two Casio in the past, and one of them I damaged, so I ended up throwing it away, and the other one I lost. Um, so I kind of figure, you know what? Let me add a few Casio to my collection. So before we get started, I will share with you what I'm wearing today. Wristwatch check. So what I'm wearing is a Hamilton automatic. It has ATA movement. This is a conservation edition, sponsored by Harrison Ford. Sorry about that. And then this is also a GMT because it does have dual time. So I have the time set here local, and then it's not time here set in Frankfurt, Germany. Since this is a conservation edition, the time here is South Africa time. All right, so let's go to the G-Shock. So I'll kind of make this a little fast and see to show you some of my addition. What we have here first is an edifice. It is a Casio edifice. I just picked it up. It still have plastic cover on it, protective cover on it. This is more of a conversion watch. I do have one in a Hamilton, and I have several Hamilton actually with the Velju movement. But I think this is a pretty cool watch, and I'll do a review on this and show you how the conversion, the E6B conversion ring here. I'll show you how that works at a later video. Pretty solid watch. The other one is a really highly coveted G-Shock. This is the 2110, I want to say. GA 2110. They're pretty hard to find. They're also known as, they nickname them the Casio Oak. I want to say Casio Oak, yeah. Because they have the octagon shape. They resemble the Royal Oak by NMRPK. All right. It does not look anything like an NMRPK, but anyways. So this is another one I picked up. This is the DW. What is it? Let me look here real fast. Here, yeah, DW 290. This is an original. Well, not an original, but this is what it is an original, but this is what Tom Cruise wore in the 1996 first Mission Impossible movie. All right, so that's what I added to my collection. I also have one of these coming in a yellow. I wanted a yellow, but they're kind of hard to get. But anyway, I did order one, and it's coming. Another Casio I want to say, is the original G-Shock Square. Let me see here. I think our local Walmart has it for like 40 or 50 bucks or something like that. I think I'm gonna go get one. I think they have one available. All right. So with that being said, before I take you outside to show you what this watch can do, I picked this one up. This, this is I bought this on the secondary market. This is, the guy who sold it said this is a diver watch. I don't think it's a diver watch. It does have a timer on it, a timing ring on it, but it is bidirectional versus unidirectional. And I'll tell you why. Because when a diver go in the water, they set the amount of time. You see that marker there to the minute hand, so it'll tell them how long they've been underwater. And if they bump it by mistake, it just make it shorter. Make it a shorter time that they're underwater versus bumping it the wrong way, which extend their time underwater. Okay, so that's one thing about this bezel. It does make sense. It's only rated to 100 meter, depth of 100 meters, but this thing is being so old that I wouldn't trust it in a swimming pool. I might trust it in the shower, but I wouldn't trust it in a swimming pool. I do need to let you know this watch is going back to the seller, and because it does have a current chronograph and a tachymeter. And this is, I'll show you why this thing is going back. It's a beautiful watch, right? So as I reset the second hand, it doesn't return to the 12 o'clock position. You return to around 6 minutes position, which kind of messed up the tachymeter. And it does no good counting time because it can't measure it correctly. It's like 6 seconds off. Anyways, so yeah, you can still use it to measure time by setting the north marker there to the minute hand, and then as the minute ticks by, you know, if you've gone to 10 minutes, 20 minutes, etc. You know, not as accurate as the chronograph, but you can use it. But I didn't buy this as with a false indicator on the with a malfunction second hand, right? It does have a tachymeter in here. I don't know if you guys can see it. That will give you an average speed per miles in miles an hour or kilometers per hour. But this is broken, so I can't really demonstrate it for you. So let's talk a little bit about the watch. It is a steel case. It's black, 47 millimeter wide, 52 millimeter lug to lug. Casio, typical Casio band, 21.5 millimeter. The back is a screw down back, so I guess it was originally designed as a diver watch. And it does have a really nice strap. These older straps does make your wrist sweat, but you know, it is what it is. Some of the newer Casio, they do take that into consideration by putting these little rivets here, little air gap in here, so your wrist doesn't sweat. With that, I'm going to put you on hold, and I'm going to take you outside to kind of show you how to use the compass on this watch, because it does have a setting. I mean, it does have marking for north, east, south, west. You know, that's kind of nice. And you know, this watch would be a perfect watch if it would have like a 12 here, or not a 12, but a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know, because with that on the outside bezel, you can use that as a GMT by setting it as a second time zone. You know, but too bad it doesn't have that. And I guess you can replace the bezel. And I really like this watch, but you know, I guess I can take it apart and reset the second hand to 12. But you know, I did pay almost new price for this thing, so I'm just gonna send it back to the folks. And plus, it smells like cigarettes or cigars, and so I'm gonna have to wash my hands really good once I'm done with this video. But I'm gonna put you on hold and take you outside to demonstrate how the compass would work on this watch. Right, guys, so we're outside so I can demonstrate to you how how you can use this watch as a compass. So sorry about the wind if you're gonna get a bunch of noises through here, but I figure it's best to do it outside here. So as you can see, the shadow, the sun is that way, and our shadow is right there, right? So what you would do now? This works best in non-daylight saving time, but we are in September here, so we are still in daylight saving time. So what you need to do is you'll need to take the hour hand and point it towards the sun, right? And then the key behind this is the 12 o'clock mark and the hour hand. So the hour south is going to be the midway point between the 12 o'clock and the hour hand. So it works best if it's non-daylight saving time. So the hour hand would actually be at the 6 o'clock here. But we're going to do it at the 7, right? And see what happens, right? So what I'll do then is I'll take south and put it on, this is north and this is south. Put it on the 7 o'clock mark, right? So it's almost 7, right? So in between that would be 3:30, right? So we're going to take this and we're going to move it to 3:30, the number 30, which is south there, to 3:30, right? So that direction right there is south. This is north. This is east, and this is west. So let me prove it to you. Right. And there it is. Move towards the south. Now this is an old compass. There we go. It's just a junk compass, so it's pretty close right there where the 30 is and the S is to that compass, right? So how I did that is what you have to keep in mind is afternoon you move counterclockwise, and in the morning you would move the number 30 clockwise, right? And the reason you do that is because your hour hand would be pointing towards the sun that way, right? So you still have south and you still have north here, right? So there you go. That's pretty much how you use this compass. Kind of give you a rough idea which way is which, and you know, I mean, it doesn't move automatically. You have to reset it every so often, every half an hour or so. You know, if you have a desire to use that. But again, it's too bad that I have to that I will send this watch back, because as you can see, it does not set to the 12. All right. So I think that would be a perfect watch this watch would be a perfect watch if it did that, because I do like the compass. I don't like the timer here because this is not a dive watch. You know, I don't classify that as a dive watch. Anyways, thank you so much for coming in. I had fun. Come back and see me. Thank you.